Hello everybody, my name is Aditi and you're watching Real Estate Stories with Aditi Singh. Today we have somebody who is humble, kind and utmost ethical when it comes to real estate transaction. We have none other than Mr. Vaninath Reddy, founder of My Property Doctor. Hi sir, thank you for joining us. How are you?
Thank you so much for inviting us.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you so much.
So before we begin your professional journey, let's talk about your personal journey, sir.
Great. When I look back into my own personal journey, Aditi, it's so inspiring. I feel myself so charged up every time I think about my past. The journey that I went through in my whole life is a kind of learning for myself and a kind of learning for those entrepreneurs. If they really look at it as a learning to take it from any entrepreneur, it is definitely a learning for them what they should not be doing.
Yes, sir. Correct.
So it's been so cherishing for me. If I have to just brief, I have done my bachelor's in pharmacy in 97-2001. Post that I have been into, most of my life was into healthcare.
Okay.
Predominantly into clinical research, where you do the research of new medicines.
Healthcare and all. Okay, nice.
So I've been almost close to a decade I was into healthcare. So that young age when we see a lot of money, I used to do clinical trial projects on my own. And that age when we earn a lot of money, what we do is either try to spend as a spendthrift or do a lot of businesses that comes your way.
Correct.
I choose the second route of doing whatever business that comes my way. Too many diversifications, not focused on one industry.
Okay.
But predominantly what I said, no focus. Take it as it comes and keep moving. And in the process, what has happened, I lost my core focus on the major chunk of my business.
Okay.
Like for example, clinical research was my breadwinner. I neglected that and put my energies and focus into various other businesses where that was not my expertise. But depending on somebody, and we invested in those businesses, so the energies got drained, the kind of the wealth that we created got diluted. And in 2014, that was complete standstill in my entrepreneurial journey. It was complete zero.
Oh.
I have completely broke to the rock bottom, I must say, and literally on the streets to that stage. And 2015 January was a stage where I decided kind of ending my life. On one fine day, I had been at the river banks of River Tungabhadra near Mantralayam, thinking to end my life there.
Oh my God.
But sipping a cup of coffee there, I realized I have not done anything wrong. I experimented with businesses, taking that learnings of those journey. I wanted to restart my own life. Came back to Bangalore, stayed in Majestic dormitory for a couple of days, not going home, thinking what next. Tried all out with all the experiences. I wanted to join in some hospitals as a hospital administrator or whatsoever, but unfortunately, people don't take you when you are overqualified.
Okay. Yes.
So that was the situation.
Certainly.
Then I tried my best. I couldn't get in any of these hospitals or any other job. When I was scouting for job and OLX, some ad popped up saying someone is looking for a car driver.
Okay.
To drive him from morning to office and then drive back in the evening.
Okay. Pick
back
up and
home.
drop from office.
Then
Okay.
he's paying me 12,000. Is the ad. The rest of the time you can do what you want. That was exactly the message that was conveyed. That fascinated me, and then jumped into it and taken that job as a
You
car
did
driver.
that.
In January 26th, Republic Day in 2015, I joined as a car driver. I continued it for a couple of months, say about 5 months. Then a friend of mine introduced me to a company which was starting in Bangalore, their operations. Went to Hyderabad for interview, and then I got to got introduced to BNI, Business Network International. That was a kind of game changer for me. What was missing in my life in the past entrepreneurial journey. I felt this forum can fix that gap and give me way forward in the entrepreneurial journey. Came back to Bangalore, started working for them. Unfortunately, they couldn't do well, and they winded up the business in Bangalore. Again, back on what to do next.
Okay.
Then the same gentleman whom I used to drive car, he kind of asked me to sell one of his site in RT Nagar.
Okay.
But I never did real estate in the past. But he had given me a rebirth to my life. So I thought, okay, somehow I should get this work done fine. I went all around my friends asking, are you doing real estate? Are you doing real estate in this particular area? Somehow through my other contacts, I got the deal done. And, he had given me a good amount of commission. I was surprised to see that. I just helped it as a courtesy to give back for what he has done to me in my life. But at the same time, it has opened up my eyes. All that while I was thinking real estate is only for the people who doesn't get any other chance, but they get into real estate.
So you have nothing else to do, you join real estate.
Real estate. That was a perception. We are educated, so let us do something in what we specialize in. That was the mindset. But that triggered me real estate as a profession. So I started
Very
off,
inspiring.
taken that input from there and gave all out, and then ventured into real estate. And then BNI, joined BNI as a realtor, did close some of the good deals. Then I really understood the power of human connects that I have built over years. Though I lost in businesses, that connects I revived and got into real estate.
Sir, how have you grown personally from your entrepreneurial journey?
Yeah, Aditi, entrepreneurship is something so awesome, For people who's not experienced entrepreneurial journey, it looks so easy, You just get into business, you can get money and
looks very fancy.
Yeah. But if you look at the journey as an entrepreneur, it's also challenging, It requires a lot of abilities, lot of skill set, a lot of your focus and attention to it. All this I learned and being part of various networks, especially with BNI, and being part of various other communities that we represent. We learned a lot from being part of all these networks. We implemented those in our own day-to-day business journey, which has given us a lot of success.
So what has been your biggest wow moment in your entrepreneurial journey, in your career in real estate especially?
Aditi, see, as I was mentioning, I restarted my career in 2015 as a realtor, but of late again defocused in 2017 to 2019 into various other businesses again.
Okay, you told me.
Because of the opportunities that came in. But thanks to COVID, thanks to pandemic. Again,
thanks to COVID.
Yes, absolutely. I
Nice.
mean it.
Yes.
The reason being, it has again, when we had to take a setback in life, we introspected on what is going wrong in our journey as an entrepreneur. So we understood one core thing that we are missing is focus on the biggest strength that you have rather than the opportunities that you get.
Correct.
Focus on your core strength. And I identified that my strength is human network, nothing else.
Networking.
So the one thing that goes in synchrony is real estate. I focused on giving my 100% to real estate from 2020 to be more precise. And I explored working as channel partner for various builders, including, to name few that I worked with, like Assets, Godrej, others, Tatas, Purvankara. So there I understood that my potential is in real estate. I had to give my 100%. I gave 100% all out. During that process, what happened, last 2.5 years, I was successful in selling 290 plus apartments.
Oh my God, in 2.5 years.
2.5 years, 290 apartments.
Amazing.
I can say about close to about 60 plus farmland plots. Then villa
In addition
plots.
to that.
Yeah, overall more than 350 plus crores of real estate is what I have handled in the last 2.5 years. So
Amazing.
then I feel that this industry suits me better than anything else. The reason being, focus, the kind of network that we have put into the right use, and giving back to the people who trust us, giving back to them with the right investment option. What more than real estate is
Correct.
something I really felt that suits us.
True, sir. Totally agree. So, what has been your wow moment? You didn't talk about that.
So the wow moment is to end 2022 with a very big note, Aditi.
Yes.
In the process of selling real estate, what we learned is keep your eyes and ears open, whenever you are talking, right? When I was interacting with one of the senior professional at Godrej, he did mention that they are left with only one tower to be sold at one of their projects, prestigious projects in North Bangalore.
Okay.
They asked the reason why it is not sold. They said they wanted to launch it as a senior living tower, but somehow didn't happen. They are going to launch it as a regular apartment is what they thought of. But that triggered me, and connecting to a right investor whose specialization is into senior living. Then I immediately reached out from there over a call to Manasum Senior Living.
Okay.
So Anantaram, Sumati, Kushal, they own that. And immediately I called them, and then they were more than happy to take up the proposal. In one day, we closed the deal.
How many units were there?
186 apartments in one single tower.
Oh my God! Like
So
seriously?
that was literally close to, if you talk about our revenues, it's about 77, close to 80 crore of real estate
That's
that's
wonderful.
transacted with one single deal. That was possible only because we have maintained that credibility both from the builder's perspective and also from the customer's point of view.
So people only talk about success, their success journey. They did this everywhere, online, offline. It's cluttered. I want to talk about your failures and what significant learnings you have taken from those failures.
Aditi, thanks for that question. It's very interesting for me. The reason is, when we always talk about success stories, as you rightly mentioned, but here I always talk about my failure as an example with a very simple purpose in life, that at least that should trigger some entrepreneur who is aspiring to start their journey in entrepreneurship to keep these few learnings that I had experienced as the takeaways, and if they implement it, I think they will not get into that failure what we have witnessed. With that note, I would like to say that when I was doing extremely good, I was diversified into too many things which I was not good at. I had accepted every business that came into my way. I didn't have a right mentor in my life. May it be, from our childhood, we treat our parents as the mentors all through our life. But of course, in the childhood, they are our mentors, and then the teachers at the school level and the college level, professors. But when we get into the entrepreneurial journey, you feel that you are the boss. You don't accept anybody mentoring you. But I personally suggest we should have a person who mentors us. We can say, boss, you hold on. You are going too way here and there. Hold on. Focus on what is your core strength. Identify your core strength first. Focus on it. Work on it. There is no end to your success, rather than jumping into too many things that comes your way. And the second most important thing is the financial discipline. As you start earning, you get too many different ideas of putting your money into various things. I personally, what I have witnessed, when I was interacting with a lot of investors during the real estate journey, many of them are very, very disciplined, very focused on their investments. I think majority of my clients, at least 50% of their earnings are going into the real estate investments. They feel that's one of the safest, and that is going to give better returns for their future generations. The third most important thing that people miss out is getting into a networking forums. In school, colleges, they teach subjects, but what is really important for an entrepreneur to succeed in life is a skill set to be a successful entrepreneur. That is learned only by interacting with people who have seen success, people who have seen failures. Learn from each individual. Each individual comes with a different frame of mind, different strengths that they would have had. In BNI, what we do is, we share our success, we share our struggles, and then we get solutions out there. When we have the right solution in front of you, why struggle anyways? That is one thing. Be part of various networks. Put yours. If being part just doesn't give you business, be part of network. Participate. Show your participation. Then learn. There is no end to your success.
Sir, I'm very curious to know why the name mypropertydoctor.com. Very unique it is.
Yeah, of course. Aditi, as I was mentioning in my previous journey, I was more into healthcare. In that journey, I was actually a founder of a hospital, 50-bed hospital. I was managing it for a couple of years. During that process, I have seen a lot of patients. When they were walking to the hospital, when the doctor advises, they immediately have a next answer. So let me go back to my family doctor and cross-check once whether should I go for a surgery or there's an alternate that I should consider. So that was always there. And when you go to a multi-specialty hospital, you get every healthcare under one roof.
Correct.
So you don't have to go for a preventive health checkup to one diagnostic center. Then for a general consultation, go to a doctor, one physician, and then you get everything under one roof. When I restarted journey and got into real estate, learned, and then also connected with various like-minded people, I wanted to bring in that culture wherein any individual thinking about property should come to My Property Doctor. It's a multi-specialty property clinic. Okay, And I literally mean that I don't do anything other than real estate.
Yes.
But we have built connects where each one individual is specialized in one particular department. For example, preventive health checkup is what we do in healthcare, right? In property care, preventive health checkup it correlates to the legalities.
Correct.
Before you buy an asset, you should be doubly sure that you are buying a litigation-free property. So I have an advocate friend of mine from our network where we can trust them. We watch for their services. I connect them and no monetary gains. It's purely a one-stop solution for my clients. My role is property consulting. I take up only that as my business. The rest all services. You name an architect, you name a civil contractor, you name an interior designer, building material suppliers, all that contacts what we have built in our network, putting into this forum. When a customer walks into us, he gets everything under one roof. So they will be my lifelong customers forever. That name correlates to that, so that's the reason I went ahead.
Sir, last but not the least, my favorite question. What is your take on women in real estate?
Wow. Firstly, my heartfelt congratulations to you for choosing real estate and whatever you are doing. You always say I plead real estate. I witnessed it being a channel partner and being closely associated with you. I totally admire your passion in real estate.
Thank you so much, means a lot.
Just to add to your question, women in real estate, yeah, women is now in every sector.
True.
But real estate is little disorganized when compared to other industries.
Correct.
Parents are skeptical to send their daughters to in this industry. But as a parent myself, my daughter when she's passing out 12th standard and entrepreneurship, whenever I find an opportunity to take her to any real estate expos I take, she has been extremely happy to participate, and she has built that passion of being a realtor by herself.
Really, and she's so young.
She's so young. She handles all my stalls in the expos that wherever I participate. She handles that. See, when you ask about women in real estate, I can quote this example. A builder promoting his one project, the reach is limited. The people looking at that, the project would be limited.
Correct.
When 100 channel partners, 1000 channel partners talk about the project, lot of audience look at it, lot of reach is there.
Correct.
And people perception is also that when 1000 people are talking about one thing, there should be something.
Correct.
So if every parent consider real estate as a professional industry, then there is no looking back for women to be safe and also grow their career in real estate. To add to it, yes, of course, educational institutions also should consider adding real estate as a curriculum. Government for that per se has to take this up as an initiative to make real estate as a subject in any of the graduation and post graduation.
They should actually do it. It's high
They
time
should, because
now.
see, real estate is one of the maximum contributor to our GDP, and also that's the most revenue generating for any state government.
Exactly, absolutely.
May it be GSTs, may it be the kind of real estate that has been purchased, sold every day in, day out. They should consider this as one of the promising industry to be in. And I wish to see a day where parents put their daughter name in wedding cards, the daughter name, below that realtor or working in the real estate industry.
Oh my God, that would be
is my
so
dream,
nice.
and I'm sure if the day when I'm going to print my daughter's wedding card, I'm sure I'll be putting it as a realtor only.
This is amazing. Oh my God.
So that is my passion, to see women in real estate.
Wow, sir. This has been amazing answer. I just loved every bit of it, and for your daughter part was absolutely amazing. Best wishes to her.
Thank you so much. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you so
Thank
much.
you for joining us.
My pleasure too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So everybody, this is Aditi Singh signing off. Thank you for watching Real Estate Stories with Aditi Singh. Thank you.